Hey sports fans, I'm Jeff Van Langen, and in this issue of Sportscast, I'm going to break down my Cy Young prediction for the 2013 Major League Baseball season. Plus, I'll tell you who's going to the World Series and why. Before we get into it, let me take some time to tell you, those of you who don't know, to explain what the Cy Young Award is, who Cy Young is, and why the Cy Young Award is what it is today. On August 6, 1890, a 23-year-old Denton Cy Young began his illustrious Major League Baseball career with the Cleveland Spiders. He pitched a 3-hit shutout. Since radar guns didn't exist, it was impossible to tell just how fast Cy Young could throw. However, Chief Zimmer, Young's catcher for most of his career, would often put a piece of beefsteak in his glove to protect his catching hand from Young's fastball. Here's a couple random stats and facts about Cy Young. In the 1892 regular season, he led the league with 36 wins, an earned run average of 1.93, and 9 shutouts. In 1895, he and the Cleveland Spiders faced the Baltimore Orioles in what at the time was called the Temple Cup, which is a precursor to the modern-day World Series. In 1897, Young threw the first no-hitter of his career, and although he did not walk a batter, the Spiders committed 4 errors on defense. One of them was originally ruled a hit, but the Spiders' third baseman mailed a note to the press box in the 8th inning saying that he had committed an error, and the ruling was then changed. Despite the kind gesture by the third baseman, the humble Cy Young considered the game to be a one-hit. He was 2-1 with a 1.5 ERA, leading the Boston Americans to a victory in the 1903 World Series, which was the first to officially be called the World Series. The next season, he threw the first perfect game ever recorded in American League history. By the end of his 22-year career, his numbers looked like this. He's still first of all time to this day with 511 career wins, which is 94 ahead of Walter Johnson, who's in second place. He has 7,356 innings pitched, which is also first all time, 815 career games started, first, 749 career complete games, career ERA of 2.63, 2,803 strikeouts, and 76 shutouts. In 1956, about a year after Young's death, the Cy Young Award was created. Originally, it was awarded to the best pitcher in the entire league as a whole, but in 1967, the honor was divided into 2 Cy Young Awards, one for each league. Which brings us to today. Since the founding of the award, professional baseball has seen some incredible pitchers. Bob Gibson, Tom Seaver, Steve Carlton, and Dwight Gooden. Even some of my personal favorites such as Roger Clemens, Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson, and Greg Maddux, all of whom I idolized as a kid. But who's likely to win the coveted award this year? We'll start with the American League. The Boston Red Sox could not be happier with starting pitcher Clay Buchholz. At 5-0 with a 1.19 ERA and 39 strikeouts, Buchholz is off to the best start of his career. If he continues to get run support from Mike Napoli and the hot Red Sox, and maintains his location and his off-speed pitching, I see a Cy Young Award in Clay's future. If not Buchholz, then I hope to see the award go to Tampa Bay ace Matt Moore, who leads the league in ERA with 1.13. Or Yu Darvish of the Texas Rangers, and the league's current strikeout leader with 49. Now let's take a look at the National League. I've been thoroughly impressed with the performance of New York Mets pitcher Matt Harvey. Also the best start of his career, Harvey is 4-0 with a 1.56 ERA and 46 strikeouts. If he maintains good velocity and location, Harvey could win his first Cy Young as well. I also hope to see a good performance this season from the reigning 2011 Cy Young Award winner Clayton Kershaw of the Los Angeles Dodgers. As far as my World Series prediction goes, I had a rather tough time making up my mind as to who I believe is the best team in both leagues. In the American League, I believe the strong pitching of Clay Buchholz and John Lester will get the Boston Red Sox to the World Series. As long as Mike Napoli keeps cranking in the runs and Dustin Pedroia leads a strong defensive effort, I see the Red Sox playing in the Fall Classic. As far as who their opponent will be, it's a tough decision between the Atlanta Braves, the San Francisco Giants, and the Washington Nationals. But I believe that Steven Strasburg will grow out of his beginning of the season slump, and he and Gio Gonzalez will lead the charge on the hill. I also see a career-defining season for 20-year-old Bryce Harper in helping the Nationals to a successful season. Well, thanks for listening, sports fans. Have any questions or comments? Email us at info.with.a.voice@gmail.com. Until next time, I'm Jeff Van Langen, signing off.